What's up, PC gamers? This is Dozer the PC Exposer, brought to you by You Should Play This. I want to give a shout out to IndieBox, Bring the Box Back. IndieBox is like a subscription box thing where it brings all sorts of old school gaming aspects as like actually having physical things, just not like a download code. This month's game is Risk of Rain. So this is what comes in the box. The first item is a captain's brooch pin. A character in the game, it looks to be like this little ship wheel thing. It's your typical instruction manual that does the characters, items, artifacts, drones, enemies, all that kind of stuff. The third item here, Risk of Rain soundtrack with 17 tracks. The Risk of Rain socks. Oh man, guess you keep your feet warm. This is the Risk of Rain monster log. So it's just like notebook, you can write in it and stuff, but at the bottom of each page is a monster with a description of it. And here's the physical copy of the game. It's a USB card shaped like a key card for the cargo room access in the game. So pretty cool. Risk of Rain. Published by Chucklefish, Hopu Games is a two-man university team. Paul Morris, the lead game designer and PR person, and Duncan Drummond, the artist and the programmer. And this is their first big project. Anyways, let's give this a whirl. This game is set in the distant future where a train gets shot out of orbit and crash lands on a mysterious planet with one survivor, you. You can choose between 10 different characters, but I'm going to start with this little mini commando guy. This is an action platform game where each time you play, the life events around your character happen randomly. Monsters and creatures are popping into existence, and the location of the portal from whence the bosses come from and where you need to take to get to the next level changes location as well. Oh cool, I got this little drone. I think he heals me. So I was doing some research on the background of this game and found that it started out as sketches on back of scrap paper, but then 5 months later, after brainstorming a little bit of programming, they released an early version of it. So you come with a basic gun with a regular burst fire. You also have a strong blast and both a rapid fire, which have cooldowns. One thing I found kind of interesting about this game is the Lumerians. And anybody have a little background of Lumerians, it is a supposed ancient race of humans or something from back in the day before the great cataclysm in the world. Anyways, it's kind of fun that these guys thought up of a bunch of names like this to throw in there, for people who like to geek out with supposed ancient alien history. Heck yeah, rockets! So some of the game strategy is pretty obvious. I discovered quickly as time increases, so does the difficulty and frequency of the creatures. So pretty much you have to find the balance of getting loot and getting to the teleporter. Once again, what a bargain for both the game and some cool extras. I can't stress more for game developers to create promotional items. I buy shares to games I like. Ooh, purple smoke. Sounds like a wailing cacophony of guitar, 80s guitar guy. Big poofy hair and stuff. And this game, you have to kill creatures, you collect money from them, and then you can purchase both random and non-random upgrades. Even though there are a million side-scrollers out there, this one has a bit of charm to it and reminds me of old school gaming, like Mega Man, Mario Brothers, the classics. It's a long way down. You'll never take me alive. Oh yeah, more perks. So there are passive items, and there are use items in this game, or as I like to call them, perks sometimes. Passive items stack so you can have multiple ones doing damage and helping out, while at the same time, the use items do not stack, and need to cool down every time you use them. And once you have some of these in your arsenal, you're gonna kick some butt. But be aware that you don't get too sure yourself, you're going to get yourself in trouble. I think I'm just going to hang out here and get some cash. Is he going to bounce back up? There he is. Oh, more down here. This is getting complicated. Ooh, get me out of here. Ah! And down he goes. And it's pretty sad when you got an awesome little dude and he's all these upgrades and stuff and he gets massacred. I like the idea of the simplistic look of graphics for a not-so-simple game. Duncan being a mechanical engineer major, he seems to have a nice touch on the graphic design. The music too is pretty cool. It seems to be ambient with some melodies and beats thrown in there. It works very well with melding the game with all the other elements. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And I'm gonna get over here and get your buddy too. Nobody escapes the wrath of Dozer. Well, maybe that guy did. Risk of Rain, check it out. Support these guys who probably now have university loans to pay for. For now, I'm going to figure out how to get my butt up here. Until next time...